Aloha, dear sweet family of light. It's me, Lisa Transcendence Brown. Okay, yes, you have me on a no makeup day. Don't care. Um, I'm getting a lot of people lately, and there are always certain themes as to what's going on. So I want to talk a little bit about some of the themes and how a lot of this works. As humans, we want everything to fit into our boxes of how everything works. The words will constantly, no, it doesn't really, nah, don't really like that. Nah, that's not the way I want to do things. There are always opportunities to step up. Now, this is a journey of stepping up in vibrational frequency, embracing all of your aspects, seeing what you have available to you, and taking advantage of every bit of it. Stop wasting. If you have a roof over your head, if you have food in your stomach, then you have all that you need to get busy and make a difference. The reason I'm saying this is because it's crunch time for a lot of people. And all along the way, if your energy is stubborn, if your energy is in the way, if you are not ready to fully commit yourself to something and actually get into service, then your universe will push you. This is how it works. None of us are to be here to be lackful humans that don't contribute anymore. We all have to contribute. We all have to be productive. We all have to share. We all have to come from that beautiful, magnificent place inside of us. That makes a difference. Now, you can either do it in your outside world or you can do it online. It doesn't really matter how you do it. You're here to inspire others. You're here to share the beauty of who you are. You're here to share your gifts. And we have many of these. So the beauty is as we grow, expand in light, and then we start finding we have many ways of doing this. And that's the beauty of it, because as you do this, you get to be able to start to choose which way you prefer. All along the way for me, I had to push myself into the discomfort of everything I didn't want to do. That's how it works. If you succumb to the discomfort because you don't like the way that is, then you're going to have to go there. There is no other way. And I was observing all of the conversations that I've had and the sessions and everything this week, in the last several weeks. And so many are ready to get in service, but they're not utilizing the gifts that they have. One thing that I did was I got out there. I went and volunteered. I found others that didn't have as much as I did, and I learned to appreciate what I had. And that taught me not to waste what I had. Because all along the way, the words were, don't waste your energy or you won't have any. So when I didn't have any energy, I appreciated when I did. When I thought that I wasn't going to have a place to live, I started to appreciate the place that I had. There are many things that you have that you don't realize you have because you're looking at the things you don't have. Or you're looking at the energy and believing the energy that's going on inside of you, that you don't have enough or you're not enough, and all of these things that are not true. You have to recognize these things within you, and you have to be willing to step into the discomfort zone, if you will. I've heard several lately. They want to know first what's coming before they do something. They want to plan their whole world out. They want everything to fit into their boxes of how everything works. And that is not how this is. There isn't one moment of this that fits into the boxes anymore. If you're trying to fit everything into a box and trying to line it all up and make sure that everything is perfect before you make a choice, your universe will take those choices away from you. Because you are supposed to move into the direction of something that inspires you, something that feeds your heart. Not one part of this process of getting over ourselves as humans is comfortable. It's not. The difference is that when we step into our higher self aspect, us, we realize this. And we choose to step into the discomfort ourselves instead of waiting until our universe collapses, because this is how it works. Um, our universe will collapse. Our physical world will collapse if we have not been able to go inside and find our inner power, find our inner strength, find what inspires us, and put it into action every moment of every day. My word is, I got up this morning and, lately I've really lost my own inspiration and to do what I do. And that's because that it had become a demanding place that I had to produce so much in order to do what I was here to do. And I got burnt out. I got tired of it. I didn't want to do it anymore. And the last few days, I realized that I'm not in my happy place. We cannot not be in our happy place. So we have to find our happy place. So I had to get up. And this morning I laid in the bed until I found my happy place. And I laid in the bed and I observed. And I'm like, you know what? What am I going to do today? And then I saw everything that were options. I write everything down. I saw everything I needed to get done, all the opportunities, all the things I could do. And the question is, which ones are you willing to jump into and just go for it? And not worry about what your head says. For me, I do not listen to my head from a place of it dominates my world. I listen to it, to all of the lack programs or whatever that presents in every moment. I use my outside world to show me where things are off. And we are the ones that have to create change in our world. We are the ones that have to do these things. There is nobody out there who's going to do anything for you. So if you're waiting for somebody, you're going to be waiting until you're the only thing left, you and your higher self. And many of us have to come to this place until we get it. The energy inside of us that's stubborn, the energy inside of us that has fear, the energy inside of us that doesn't want to listen, the energy inside of us that gets in our way, the energy inside of us that we're holding on to, all the stuff we're pretending and listening to, all that's got to go. Which means that either you're going to challenge yourself in every moment and move through it yourself, and you're going to go beyond your own current limits and you're going to step up, or your universe is going to remove that energy for you. It's going to break it. And that is how this works. Now, everybody's going through heart openings, which is the point. Your heart has to open fully. Because if your heart is not open, you're not coming from that place and that space that is necessary in order to exist here. Your heart must be totally open. Who you are as a pure, divine, powerful being, that emerges from within you when you pull away, when you get enough sleep, when you've cleared your human programs that are getting in the way. And this is a very in-depth, long process. It doesn't happen instantly. It's something you have to make a priority. And it's something that is necessary for every one of us. There are requirements in order to exist as a new earth being. And those requirements are going to be your challenges. There is no other way. Now, sleeping, the necessity for sleep is an understatement. Your whole body has to go through a complete transformation continually. You have to hold light in your physical structure so much that your human you isn't dominant anymore. You have to be love through your presence. You have to be powerful. You have to come from that inspired place. You have to find your happy. You have to embrace that. And your happy has to drive your world. There are many things we have to do. The human will convince himself they need physical things to be happy, that they need physical things to exist, that they need physical things. You want to take care in those, because physical things are a response to our consciousness and what we're doing with the things that we have. And they either are supporting us to be in service and fulfilling our purposes and roles and bringing forth a higher state of consciousness and holding the new grid work in place, or they are of an old consciousness of safety, of fear, of need, of lack. And all of that is within us. All of that's got to be gone through. We have to go through all of the stuff inside of us. We have to clear every bit of it. None of that old stuff left. Your whole body is becoming conscious. Your whole body is coming online with your crystalline grid work that's inside your body, with the amount of light that you hold. The physical body, mass transformation. It's got to clear everything that you've ever existed as. It holds a whole lot of stuff that doesn't make a bit of sense here. The reason I'm doing this is because of what's coming for everybody. Is because we either step up or we get something to make us step up. We either make the choice ourselves, we move through the energy, we move it out, or something will take us there. I had to have my lessons. I don't like those lessons. When you start to remember, you don't need the lessons anymore. But there is a certain thing that is required, and that's called experience. An experience is required to show us what we couldn't see before. An experience is required to get our heart open. An experience is required when we cannot do it on our own from inside. We need something to show us. So if you will pay attention to the experiences you are having, you will start to see why they keep occurring for you. The energy inside of you is what creates this. And if you're not aware of the energy inside of you, if you're not aware of when you go human, when you shrink down, if you're not aware and you're not stepping up in command from the inside and being your powerful, pure, divine essence, being love self that you are, then something will come around in your physical world to show you who you truly are. And it's not what you think it is. It's not anything to do with that outside world. That outside world is here to show you. And it's your guide. Just like the rest of us that have done this before. We don't talk these things to be talking. We don't share these things because we need to understand. We share these things because we've done them and because they make a difference, and this is how it works. So for anybody struggling through anything, open your heart. Open your mind, open your energy. Stop fighting, stop being stubborn, stop believing you have less than you are. And get out and go make a difference. Get out and go help somebody that doesn't have it. Spend the day with others that are less fortunate than you are. That'll open your heart. That'll make you realize what you do really have. And it'll also bring you new ideas of how you can contribute and make a difference. We work our way. We grow up as higher selves. You don't just wake up one day and be a higher self. You might be a higher self inside, but you have to be able to function as a higher self in the physical world. And that's a completely different experience. So, yes, I'm on a rampage. I have a lot of stuff to do today. So I hope this helps somebody with whatever's going on, because there is a lot of stuff going down in every moment. And you're either present and aware and working through your own stuff, or you're letting it run your world. And those of us who have already done this, we don't let our human run our world. We don't come from that place anymore. We don't allow that. That's the way it is. So I love you. I hope you have an amazing everything. And I'll put out some more videos on who knows what. Everything that comes up, apparently. I love you. Mahalo.